People are waking up this morning. They're talking about what happened last night on the internet, which was an episode of the New Heights podcast, which features Travis Kelce and his brother Jason Kelce, NFL players, obviously. But what makes it even better and what made it go crazy viral last night, I mean, it has over 8 million views already just on YouTube, not counting down all the downloads that it has through the podcast audio only. Taylor Swift was on the show.
Yes, she was.
She is dating, obviously, Travis Kelce, and one of the most famous couples in the world, for sure.
It's the first time she's ever been on a podcast.
And the first time she's ever been on a podcast. And they asked her why it took her so long to be on a podcast. She's like, well, I kind of just wanted to be on a podcast that I really like, and this is the one that I really like.
Yeah.
And so here we are. So it was a great thing to see them together. Now, we mentioned earlier, obviously, Jason Kelce is not a professional interviewer. He is not someone who has a background in communications and whatnot. So it was very raw. But it was cool, though, because they were just kind of hanging out, talking. And Jason also is under a lot of pressure because I'm sure he had a sheet about things that he could say and could not say on there because they're very private about stuff. And you could even hear when they revealed her album and all that, there was a crowd cheering. So this was being monitored heavily. It wasn't just like the two guys hanging out with Taylor Swift. Like, there's people that said, and they pre-recorded this too. So there's obviously
they're like, nope, cut that.
Well, there was editing.
Yeah,
you could tell.
You could tell there was editing.
It was total editing.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there were some things that they pulled out and whatnot. But I thought it was good. And I watched probably an hour and 15 minutes of it. I couldn't believe I watched that long of it. Of the 2 hours.
I can't believe it either. I lasted an hour.
Yeah, of the 2 hours it was. But they did talk about the relationship and how it all started. And if you don't know the backstory, Travis went to a Eras Tour stop, which happened at Arrowhead Stadium, which is where the Chiefs play. Mm-hmm. And he went with Pat Mahomes, the quarterback for the Chiefs, and said, this was an amazing thing. I really want to meet this girl.
Well, he wanted to try to meet her that night because he made her a bracelet.
That's correct. One of the friendship bracelets. So I want to meet this girl. And he was denied access to where the meet and greet was and all that. And he's like, wait, come on. I work here.
Right. Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I'm Travis Kelce. Like, you're not going to let me meet her? And he even said that on the podcast. He goes, man, I thought the deal was if you played a show at Arrowhead, I get to meet you because that's kind of my office.
Right.
You know, I go to Arrowhead. And Taylor joked, well, there's a lot of logistics that go into a meet and greet and people who are allowed in certain areas and whatnot. It's not just, you can just show up.
Just show up, right.
So,
because he never reached out to her management company at all.
Yes.
He just expected it because he
was Travis Kelce. But she talked a little bit about them.
So I was like, if this guy isn't crazy, which is a big if, this is sort of what I've been writing songs about wanting to happen to me since I was a teenager.
Yeah. And I was sitting there at the Eras Tour listening to every single one of those songs like I know what she wants me to do.
So he kind of put himself out there and made it known because he went back on how that happened was after that he got denied. He went on his podcast.
Right. And talked about it.
Kind of aired it out like, again, I got denied, whatever. And then that word got back to Taylor. Mm-hmm. And then they ended up meeting and it was all good and started texting back and forth. And then it became a date. And then now it's what it is now. But I thought they shared a lot. And then she also talked about the whole thing with her masters, meaning getting the rights to her music back and all that.
Yeah, that was a big emotional time for her. Even she was kind of getting...
She teared up on this podcast.
Just talking about what a big deal that was for her. And talked about how it's different for every artist.
Right.
Some artists don't care about that. She goes, I just care about it. It's my thing. And I thought what was cool about that is that we learned that she actually sent her mom and her brother to the company to do the dealings. Negotiate with them rather than a big lawyers at a big firm.
Right.
She's like, Mom and my brother, you guys go. And they ended up talking to him. And a couple of months later, her mom called her and said, you got your master's back. And
so it was a big deal.
It was a huge deal for her, it seems like.
So I thought the episode was good. I didn't know really what to expect, but I thought Taylor Swift was being Taylor Swift, and which is a good thing.
Well, we don't get to see that side of her ever. ever.
So I had a few takeaways from this.
Okay.
As a dude watching this, and obviously the Swifties, they gained like the New Heights podcast Instagram gained like 300,000 followers in a minute or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all the Swifties getting involved and getting to see her. Because Swifties don't get to see her like that.
No.
Because, I mean, she cursed a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
And she was just talking about the tour and things that she loved about the tour, things that she was wanted to do differently on the tour and stuff like that. And she, and then also this whole album release and how, she's going to have this album come out in October.
October 3rd.
October 3rd. It's just, it was kind of a big reveal for everybody at the end. And the fact that she picked this medium to do that reveal was really cool because she's done it in different ways. And she always is coming up with a different way of how to release her music and whatnot. So talking about that album obviously got all the Swifties pumped up. And she talked about the Easter eggs that she puts in videos.
Oh, yeah. She admits, she does all that stuff. And
well, if you look at the video, before we knew what the album cover kind of looked like because they kind of released a little bit of a picture of it before this happened. If you were on Instagram, you saw it too. The colors, at least.
Yes.
Well, in the background of them, I don't know if you noticed, but they had TS and that orange coloring kind of in the bookshelf that was behind them.
Oh, yeah.
So if you didn't see any of the clues before, there were clues in the interview. So she's still working you.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love. I love that about her. But she also talked about how she recorded this album during the Eras tour. So a 3-night run, then she had 3 nights off. She'd fly to Sweden. And record this with some of the biggest record producers there are.
Exhausted.
And she just said, "I'll do it." And Travis was like, "I don't know how she did it. Like she was her schedule. I don't know how she didn't just take a vocal rest. She had to go and then put this album together as she's doing a tour." He was unbelievable. And I thought. They had a lot of respect for what each of them do.
Yeah.
She respects him, like what you do as an athlete. And he's like, I can't believe what you do as an artist. And so that was a really cool vibe to watch them go back and forth.
Travis was even talking about how when she gets off the stage, she kind of has to, she's got massagers and all these acupuncture stuff. And he's like, she's got more stuff than I do when I get off the field for recovery because you have to let your body recover. And she would be like, yeah, I've got blisters all over my feet, but I can't stop because I got to get out and do the show again. And I can't cut it. It's got to be 3 hours. It can't be 2 hours and a half. It's got to be 3 hours. I've got to go out there and do it. So she's got to recover from the shows.
So here's what I took away from it, if you want to know.
Okay.
All right. First of all, she's calculated. Everything she does is calculated.
Oh, yeah.
And she is very smart when it comes to that. And it seems to work out for her because she is so calculated. Number 2, she is confident. She is not cocky. I think she is very confident in what she does and the way she speaks about music and the way she speaks about her tours and speaks about her relationship. She's very confident in herself, but I do not think she comes off cocky because she is disparaging to herself in some ways.
Oh, she's got a heart.
Parts of it. And I really do think she's a genuine person. And lucky enough, we have been able to meet her a couple of times and interview her. I got that vibe from her then, too. So I wasn't surprised by that. Just was kind of cool to see again.
Very sweet.
Very self-aware. Very self-aware of, hey, I know I kind of got thrusted into this football talk. I didn't know anything about it. I can't really throw a football. She even joked about that a couple of times. But
there's no spiral.
But I am absolutely enthralled with it. Give me some time. I really want to learn about it, and I'm jumping in head first here because I really respect what Travis and what football players do, and I want to learn about it. So I thought she's very self-aware in that fact. Like, hey, I don't know.
I didn't know anything about football.
And she even made a joke like, I know what football guys want to see on their TVs on Sunday. Me.
More of me.
Yeah, more of me. Like, she was totally joking about that. I thought it was good. Obviously, incredibly business savvy. Just the way she talks about business and whatnot, it's so, you can just tell like you were first of all brought up in the business, so you get that, but just very, very savvy when it comes to that.
Smart.
She's a genius. That was the other thing I put on there. She's a genius when it comes to writing, when it comes to being calculated, like I said earlier, and the business savvy part of it.
Well, and then when you think about it, being on the Eras tour, working on this album, and then at the same time, she's dropping all these clues, these Easter eggs, and it's like, how do you even function? Like, where do you get this energy from? I mean, because she was constantly dropping clues about this album coming out now.
Right.
It's crazy.
And finally, and most importantly, she's in love.
Oh,
She is in love, and he is in love. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I got from that interview. Is like they respect each other a lot, and they
Great
were very
couple.
complimentary of each other, and it didn't seem forced at all. It seemed like it
Fake
was a
or
very
nothing. Yeah.
natural flow when they were talking. You could tell that she really loves the Kelsey family as a whole, because she started talking about Jason's daughters and things that they've done together and stuff like that. And I thought, wow, this is we're all in here.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
Big time.
That's a power couple.
I literally was, when I was watching it, I was like, I mean, if he would have dropped to one knee right there, I think we would have all been like, yay! Because,
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it could have happened at that moment. It just, when they were talking about each other and their relationship and how they first met and stuff. So you could tell that there's this bond between them. And I loved seeing it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
I think it's worth a watch. I mean, even if you watch 15 minutes of it, I think you'll be satisfied with what you see, because it was they get right into it. They don't delay it that much, and they start talking about stuff right out the gate. So I thought it was really good, and watched a little bit last night and a little bit this morning. So yeah, I guess I'm a Swiftie.
I'm going to be curious to see.
All right.
I'm getting
Revelation here.
Whoa! I just found out. Just discovered it myself.
maybe curious to see in a couple of days what the actual numbers are on how much this is going to just blow up all over the place. But
Yeah, that's gonna be
good for them.
Yeah, good for them.